John
And I
Cena
think
did
that's
announce that 2025
yeah.
will be his last year ever, shocking everyone, including myself, everyone. Trevor, what was your reaction to the news that Cena was going to retire and he's going to be there for 2025? He's got like 30, 40 dates, and he's going to be there through December, but it's the end for one of the greatest of all time.
A buddy of mine said it the best. It's a different situation. But a buddy of mine said it the best. What do you say about someone there's already everything has already been said by him or everyone else about him? John Cena is like him or hate him, and for a lot of his career, I was not a fan. But like him or hate him,
What?
he has done so much for wrestling. He has done so much for the fans. Like, and I will admit he's done a lot for me as a fan. Like he is part of the reason I got back into wrestling. I actually thought John Cena was absolute trash, to be honest with you, when I first saw him. But watching him grow and watching him become what he really is was was amazing. Hell, I was one of the 20 people that had his album.
Oh, yeah, it was more than 20. John Cena, like that original album sold
Was actually
really
pretty
well.
good. Actually,
Um,
so
Hold up.
surprisingly enough, it actually was really good.
So it sold 500 sorry.
was probably,
It's 13 million copies.
yeah.
Outdrawing Kendrick's first album.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, look, I'm not saying that John Cena's better than Kendrick, but we're not even gonna get into that. I don't want that man coming after me after what he did to Drake. But man, bro, even bro, I'm pulling the J Cole. It's like I'm out.
They not
J
like
Cole
that.
knew better.
They
He
not
knew
like
better,
that.
bro.
But no, like it's sad. I mean, but it's time, man. Like it's time. He's paid his dues. He's done his work. Let the man enjoy himself. Like do some movies. Grow old. Yeah, enjoy your retirement, man. John Cena has done a lot for us. Hell, my mom every time she saw Cena on on wrestling, she goes, "He has a plain face, but there's something handsome about
That is such a good way to describe John Cena. It's like he's got the most like Lego man like it's like he's like a a God, what is it? A Terminator Lego man. I guess you
yeah, so,
like it's
I like a
bland, but it's
comment.
like chiseled. Like
Exactly. I like a comment that a buddy of mine said. He's like our generation of Hulk Hogan with less racism. And actually, he can wrestle.
say what you want about Cena. Cena can wrestle. Like that much
He can.
is true.
But the thing was, he didn't have. He didn't really have to. Like you saw some matches where he did, but Johnson didn't really have to. Like
Bro,
he built him up to be this god. He didn't really have to do it.
my favorite era of John Cena was like 2016 through 20 like 18 Cena, where
Right.
like he was done being the guy on top, and he was just like and like he had spent like his entire career doing like literally the 5 moves of doom. Now he's like, all right, I've spent my entire career making them think I can only do like a few things. I'm just gonna do everything else now.
Let's do everything else. This,
And look, like he's always over dramatic as hell. That STF is like the loosest SOB ever.
dude is a.
It's loose as hell. He's just like, oh, look at that. I'm John Cena. But like,
I liked when he started doing that leg drop. I thought it was so funny.
oh yeah, yeah. The top rope leg drop was really good. Um, the springboard stunner, man. Like, forget Cody.
Yes, yes.
Forget Cody. The
Springboard
springboard
stunner.
stunner.
Oh, that giant football tackle he used to do, shoulder block he used to do.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was when you get the big head of steam and just bowl you over.
I I don't think I've ever jumped out of my seat faster than when I saw John Cena do a Canadian Destroyer on AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble
Yo,
2017.
I I thought he hurt himself. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he hurt himself. I really
Now he
did.
hit
I
that
was
thing
like,
clean.
whoa, that was beautiful.
It's like, bro, just hit a Canadian. That was a great match. Him and AJ. That was probably my favorite feud he's had. Like the
One of
chemistry
my
between those
favorite
two was crazy.
matches, oh, it really was. One of my favorite matches of his had to be him and Kevin Owens. Actually,
That was a good one. The first
the
one,
the first one that was a pretty good one. The first one was good. His My favorite memory of him. Well, I'll tell you one of the feuds that I thought could have been better. Him and Bray Wyatt. I thought that feud could have been way better than it was. But again, he had to keep the clean cut babyface. I get it. I get it. But that was one of the things about him that I liked and didn't like. Like when you are when you're in a ring with an animal, be the stop being the prey and be the hunter, and that's not what he showed. He did some extreme stuff, but it wasn't. It's Bray Wyatt. Come on, you got to pull out all the stops. It was a decent match for what it was, but I thought it was a little tame.
yeah.
I'm not talking about the one with the Fiend. I'm talking about the one before that.
You're talking about like his 2014 feud, the one that Mania
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Man, that's crazy. Um, I think like I remember the first time I actually noticed John Cena. So this was I think this was SmackDown late 2003,
Okay.
and there was a tag team match, and Cena and Redacted were teaming up together, and against like two of Paul Heyman's like cronies, and the match
Right.
stipulation was if Cena and Redacted win, then Paul Heyman has to eat soap. He has to wash his mouth out with soap.
I remember this match. I remember this match.
That was like the
This is before
first time I
Cena
saw
was
John Cena.
like Thug Life, wasn't it?
That
Is
was
when is the
that was early Doctor Thugonomics word life.
comics? Yep, yep, yep.
Waka waka waka. But I remember like I just remember like immediately the immediate thing was like he carried that segment, like he
It did.
carried it on his shoulders
It
because
did.
like look, Redacted, he wasn't gonna be the charismatic guy on the mic in that moment. Paul Heyman was too busy eating the soap, so he couldn't speak. But the way he manipulated that crowd then, like obviously I was like what, like 4 or 5 years old, but like if I was me watching that now, I'd be like, this guy this early on getting it, like this is
Yeah,
insane. Because even
yeah.
guys now don't have the level of charisma on the mic and ability to get something over like John Cena did back then. Like if you take like a 25, 26-year-old in WWE now, I don't think there's a single one. Trying to think. Yeah, no, I'll say it. I don't think there's a single one who could do it to that degree. That shows you the greatness that he had early on, and it only got better. The creative wasn't always there, but when he needed to, and when he needs to now, it's just go.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, John Cena is something else in that ring. Like, I mean, it's something to watch. Like his promo with Roman Reigns was amazing. Like the very first one before
Yeah,
Roman
yeah,
became
yeah. I remember
the
that.
tribal chief. Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to remember John Cena. Just, I mean, he wasn't necessarily in my childhood, but he was in my, I want to say teenage years. I want to say probably. Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. 'Cause when did he come to?
He debuted that Kurt Angle thing was 2002.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. I was 18. So yeah, I remember. Like, yeah, I was, and I was still heavily watching wrestling, and like, yeah, I remember like, who is this kid? Like, and I always thought the whole ruthless aggression was the funniest thing that he could have possibly said. But no, man, like John Cena, good on you, man. Thank you for everything you've done, and and yeah, hope he does at least one more big feud before he leaves.
I think it's safe to say he's gonna get the. Look, personally, I think they're gonna do him and Cody at Mania for the
But see, the
title.
thing is. The thing is, he has to me, he has to win that match.
Oh, dude, no, like that'd be okay. Honestly, they want to build up the biggest mania ever, like Rock and Roman on night 2, Cody Cena on night 1. That's gonna do it. Like that's the
Yeah,
biggest mania you could put on.
but the thing do you feel that he doesn't have to win that? I feel like Cena has to win that
I
match.
think so too.
Yeah, but see, and that's the thing. Like,
What? What? Ew. Cody's already a made guy. Look. He's not losing the Solo. Like if he was losing the Solo, we different
well,
discussion.
yeah. I
You're
mean,
losing to
yeah.
John Cena. It's
He was
okay.
John Cena, one of the greatest of all time. And he probably gonna give you the belt back because he's
Just
retiring.
look,
So,
look, just run Backlash or whatever in Atlanta in Cody's hometown. Have him go over in his hometown. You can do the look, come on, bro. Look, sometimes you got to do fan service. WWE, do a little fan service. I never thought I'd say this. I want John Cena to win the WWE Championship again. Let's go, baby. I'm saying it. We're doing it live.
let's do live.
Not the world champion. Don't give him that jabroni jobber belt. Shout out to Seth Rollins and Damian Priest. But nah, give him the belt. Give him the strap. Come on now.
Yeah, it'd be cool to watch him win it one last time.
Who do you think his last match should be?
I mean, honestly, maybe Cody. Like honestly, pass the reins on, but like I don't know. That's a good question.
As long as it's not Baron Corbin, I will be very angry if it's Baron Corbin. End of days. Like Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle retired in a 5-minute nothing match and took an end of days to a crowd that had no heat. Insane.
It was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Man, thank God. Thank God. Shout look, Vince is gone. Thank God. Thank God, because oof. Man could not. Horrible human being, and he couldn't book wrestling at the end to save his life. We got Mr. Kenny Baum in the building saying, I think he should either take it from Cody at Mania or they tell the story of him trying to get the final championship win and it comes down to the wire.
It's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at Kenny over here. The storytelling.
Storytelling. Well, he's real take cap talk over here, Kenny Baum. Most of the time, but that's a good idea. That's one of the few good ideas he's had. Shout out to Kenny Baum, guys. Go subscribe to his channel. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and all that stuff.